Hello and welcome to the weekend update with the Tiger. I'm Jay, and this is just a light-hearted, quick news update over the weekend as you enjoy your morning cup coffee on Sunday or before you get ready to bed on a Saturday evening, depending on where you're watching from. Now, I've got a couple of stories today regarding the full moon party. I've also got something regarding the foreigners owning land in Thailand, which is something new that's going to be taking effect within hopefully near the end of the year, but talk's going to happen next month. And lastly, Robin Hood in underpants, as well as answering some of your questions near the end of the episode. So I hope you all are having a great Sunday, and I thank you for joining me. There's about 22 people now. I think more and more people joining now, 31. But good morning to you all. Good morning, Sui Long Sim, Dam One, Shano Traveler, Mark Lin. Thank you very much for joining me today. Let's get cracking. Now, the first story is regarding foreigners owning land. Now, you might have heard me and Natty talk about it last week in a bit more detail, that the government is going to propose foreigners to basically be able to own one rai of land. Now, one rai of land in Thailand is all yours to own if you're a foreigner and have plenty of money as well, because you're going, and if you're going to stay in Thailand for a very long time. The plan to sell freehold land to foreigners is gaining traction, and it's more likely to become law very soon, most probably by the end of this year. Now, it's part of the Thai government's intention to attract these high-spending foreigners as part of its economic plans for recovery after the 2-year COVID hiatus. Now, I think those of you that have been following news around Thailand know about the current inflation issue, the hit to the economy, the rising cost of petrol, and in general, the tourism sector has taken a major hit in Thailand, and people and businesses are still suffering. However, they are starting to get going finally after all the restrictions that were lifted after July the 1st. Now, people around Thailand have got mixed feelings, especially officials who are, working in the different land departments in Thailand. They've got mixed feelings regarding foreigners owning these land, because I think most people are afraid that people are going to abuse if such laws are going to happen. And normally when Thailand does pass a law, there's so many loopholes, and it's so unclear that at the start people just start abusing these laws, and it becomes a whole nother story. So one individual from one of the departments around, official departments around Thailand, said that foreign capital, so what, it's short term. The government must create an investment environment and improve laws to make investors feel like it is worth doing business here. So there are some people out there who are thinking of this as a good thing. People with a lot of money, with business experience, come to Thailand. They'll finally be able to own their land. They can live in this country forever, or actually live in a place that belongs to them. So great. We need to make sure that everything that we're offering them, all these investors and these high-earning people, it should be worth it. And we should make it worth their time to come and buy the property here and to live here and invest in here. Why not? He thinks of it as a good thing. Another person replied, I would like to turn these questions around. Who really benefits from this policy? It's rich people. Those who already own the majority of land in the country will make a profit from selling it to investors and make problem of land ownership inequality in Thailand even worse. Because that's right, a lot of people who do live in Thailand, Thai nationals, most of them don't actually own the land that they live in. So a lot of the other people are afraid that foreigners will come into the country, buy up all the land, and Thai people themselves won't be able to own those lands. And when I was talking about this topic with Natty last week, a lot of the viewers who were watching the show also commented on the fact that they don't necessarily think this is a great idea, or definitely there should be certain regulations put in place so that people don't abuse this, so that Chinese investors don't come and buy thousands of rais. And that's part of the problem, isn't it? Because they, hopefully, when they do pass the law, they do come up with very strong regulations so that people don't abuse it. And, the people who've been living here for 10 years can at least own their house, which is, in my personal opinion, a rai is nice for a comfortable house and a nice garden, but I still feel like they should allow them to own more than at least 1 to 3 rais. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your comments and feedback, and I'm going to address it near the end of this program. What do you think about foreign land ownership in Thailand? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's not a good idea? Perhaps you have experience or you've heard other news from other countries, because Thailand is not the first country to do it. I believe Malaysia allows that. Malaysia is the only country in Asia that allows foreign land ownership. So, yeah, let me to know. Wait, I take that back. Malaysia might not be the only country, but what was it? I'm sure someone will correct me, but let me know. Let's move on to our second topic, which is a lot more entertaining. It's about Robin Hood in underpants. I think in the last 2 weeks, I was talking about one specific story about a man who robs banana phone shops in Thailand. Banana is a brand of a telephone company shop, and he always steals these phones from these shops at night in his underpants. Now, this man has recently been arrested by the police, and even the police chief had to come out and say, this is a very strange situation, and I've never experienced something like this before. Now, this person who was caught has now been dubbed as Robin Hood in underpants. I think we were all calling him Mr. Underpants, but his official nickname, or he's been dubbed as Robin Hood in underpants. That's right. He used to go into these shops, steal these phones, and give it to homeless people, which begs to ask the question, how much, I mean, who are all these homeless people calling? Anyways, it all began after the cyber police were alerted to an incident at a banana IT shop in Muang district in Nakhon Nayok on July the 3rd. And around 3 a.m., Kamas, who is Robin Hood in underpants, that's his name, Kamas, allegedly broke into the shop and made off with 128 items from the shop, which cost around 1.9 million baht. Now, this thief also disconnected all the CCTV cameras in most of the shops. I guess he forgot one of them. He always has a pre-arranged route in an effort to make away, because he's a local from there, so he knows how to get in and how to get out. But when they reviewed CCTV footage from all the different areas, they could make out that, okay, he's been scouting this area. This person is the only person that visits these banana IT shops, and he's always surveilling these shops before he actually robs them. So they could basically crack down and find out who this person is. And they also found out that he has a lot of prior convictions. And he allegedly, once he was caught, he allegedly told the police that he stole only from banana IT shops because he liked bananas and the color yellow. And he said he wore only underpants because dressing that way made him feel like himself, a man very comfortable within his own skin. And the suspect was also quoted as telling police that he disconnected and stole CCTV cameras along with the phones because media outlets used to call him a pervert thief in underpants, which he did not like. So he had wanted to remove any record of him just wearing underpants. So he was caught on CCTV a while back, and once he realized people were calling him a pervert on TV, he decided to steal CCTVs as well the next time he robbed the shops. Unfortunately, once in underpants, always in underpants. Anyways, a pervert in underpants sounds a lot worse than Robin Hood in underpants. Or does it? I don't know. You decide, ladies and gentlemen. The man also told police that he stole mobile phones because he did not have one during his childhood, and he was also homeless. And that's why when he stole those phones, he would give these phones and some money to the homeless people as he understood their situation. So that was one good point. He was trying to help homeless people. However, handing out mobile phones to homeless people doesn't necessarily help them. And if they did try to go sell those phones, I'm not quite sure if they'd be able to sell them. Tricky situation. However, that was his intentions. We've now got more details behind the intentions of why he was doing it and why he was stealing it and why he wore underpants while stealing. Who knew? I guess this might be a personal question, but I'd like to ask you, do you feel more comfortable and within your own skin, wearing just underpants around the house? No judgments here. No judgments here. And once again, you do not have to give me that information. I'm just asking for the people. All right. Moving on to our next topic, which is regarding our thumbnail today. Full Moon Party drew 20,000 people to Koh Phangan. Now, the popular Full Moon Party, which I think most of us associated with Thailand know about, is in the southern coastal province of Koh Phangan, and it drew about 20,000 tourists on Friday night. Hotels on Koh Phangan, particularly along Hat Rin Beach and Tambon Ban Thai, were fully booked, so that's good for Koh Phangan. Great news for their economy and their tourism. The beach was packed with Thai and foreign travelers, and the total number was approximately 20,000. And guess what? From the 20,000 people, 98% of the people were foreigners. That's right. A lot of Saudi tourists and a lot of Indian tourists as well traveling to Koh Phangan. So I mean, Koh Phangan in general is always buzzing, but yeah, forget about long gone are the safety COVID-19 safety measures and social distancing. There's not much social distancing between 20,000 people on the same beach. But hey, good for Koh Phangan getting some love, getting some business, and the tourism and economy improving there. Hopefully, slightly this continues. And for all you party lovers, Full Moon Party in Koh Phangan is a place to be if you'd like to enjoy your holiday with 20,000 other people. So that's a quick update from Koh Phangan. And my last topic today is slightly a bit of a more serious topic. It's regarding drowning. Now, last week, there have been a lot of drowning incidents, in particular in Phuket, in Katat Beach. And these drowning incidents have been happening because primarily because of the monsoon season having stronger waves, and also because people have been ignoring red flags and no swimming signs on the beach. Now, during the monsoon season, especially, and Katat Beach being a very popular beach, you know, lifeguards have red flags out, as in red flags suggesting this is a no entry zone. They've got signs, please don't swim here, but you know, some people get a bit too confident, and some tourists venture out on themselves. They feel like they're strong swimmers, but guys, you don't want to mess with underwater currents and the sea. And lifeguards in Phuket, in Katat Beach in particular, have come out, and they actually saved 2 foreigners from drowning yesterday. And however, unfortunately, that same day, another 2 people drowned. The lifeguards rescued a man and a woman around 35 years old. They were choking on water before being taken to Chalang Hospital in Phuket's main city district. And these tourists have both reportedly recovered in hospital, so that's some great news. They'd gone swimming despite several red flags and no swimming signs, and lifeguards warning people not to get into the water. So it's not like they weren't lifeguards at the beach. However, unfortunately, another 2 people, a British man and a Thai man, drowned at Katat Beach yesterday as they too ignored the red flags. Not the Thai man, it was unfortunately the British tourist. And the Thai man who died, he was actually a doctor, and many people online have been grieving his loss. The loss of the doctor and the tourist, of course, because the doctor actually went into the water to try to save the drowning tourist. The doctor, who was a 55-year-old man, Kun Surasit, he rushed into the sea to rescue the British tourist from drowning, who was on his honeymoon at Phuket's Katat Beach. And witnesses say Kun Surasit, the doctor, had been sitting on the beach before he rushed into the water, and the incident happened on July the 14th. He also said that, look, he couldn't find the lifeguards, or the lifeguards were too slow to respond. And therefore, he decided to take matters into his own hands and try to go and help the drowning tourists. But unfortunately, due to the strong currents, and if you're not a medical professional or a lifeguard or extremely strong swimmer who knows how to save people from the sea, bad things can happen. And unfortunately, in this occasion, both of them drowned. And the Phuket governor, Kun Narong, actually addressed this situation very recently, and he's pushing to increase safety measures on the beaches, especially due to these incidents, because 4 incidents in 1 week is it's a bit of a surprise. It's not normally this high, you know. I mean, at the same beach, 4 drownings, it's quite a high number. And the governor especially is coming out to increase these safety measures because it's quite a shock. It's quite a concern and quite a shock that people are not respecting red flags and no swimming signs during monsoon season in Phuket. I mean, come on, guys. If there are any tourists watching, or if and whoever's watching, you don't want to mess with the sea. You don't want to mess with the underwater currents. If there are red flags, please be safe. You need to be responsible. You need to be safe. This is not the time to go out in the sea, especially if there are red flags around. Every beach has a designated area where you're supposed to swim. They have parameters set up to show you where the safe swimming areas. So please don't take matters into your own hands, and you can never mess with the sea. Phuket is mourning, and we're all mourning these deaths, unfortunately, due to drowning. And I hope that more safety measures are added, more lifeguards are added to the beach, and hopefully this doesn't happen again, because it's a horrible way to pass away. And further comments from Kun Narong, he said that all relevant officials and sectors have been ordered to take care of tourists the best that they can. He said that the inspection found that lifeguards are ready to cooperate. He said that this will make tourists feel more confident about visiting the beaches. And that's also it, right? If you are traveling there with your family or by yourself, if you know there are a lot of lifeguards and a lot of safety measures, then you'll also feel safe having fun. But go to the beach, enjoy the activities that are there. If you do go on jet skis and stuff, wear a life jacket. No matter how strong of a swimmer you are, just wear a life jacket. Life's too precious, life's too important. That was a little, that was a quick update and unfortunately we had to end with a little bit of serious news, but it was something that just had to be said because, it is holiday season. People will be traveling around for the summer. So be safe, everyone out there. And now it's time to answer some of your questions. So let me quickly go on YouTube and see what everyone has been talking about. If you do have any questions for me, please, ladies and gentlemen, now would be the time. Ask away in the live chat below. Ta-da. Got a comment here from Dam1 who says, in my underpants now, Jay, waiting to use the treadmill. Well, Dam1, at least you'll have a lot of air ventilation, so that's important. Shano Traveler says, line up a beer for me. Sure, Shane. You've got to come to Bangkok first, and I will definitely line up a beer for you. Ta-da. Khao San Road Travel Agency, a ripoff. Dinner cruise basically less than 1,000 baht, but was charged 2,000 baht. Beware, says Sui Long Sim. Sui, it's unfortunate that you got scammed by this Khao San Travel Agency. I would suggest try not to pick your travel agency that's situated in Khao San. I think there are a lot more trustable and more recognizable brands of tour agencies that can provide you a better service and are just safer in general as well. Not that the one in Khao San are not safe, but if you're out on tour, if you're out on holiday, you expect a certain standard. So beware, indeed. Mackie says heroic death. Yes, the doctor who actually went in to save the man drowning. It was very heroic of him. He did try his best, and it's very unfortunate that both of them passed away. It's horrible, and there's no better way to talk about it. But yes, he has been getting, this story has been getting a lot of attention across Thailand. Thai media has been talking about this. Thai social media has been talking about this. The story has been highlighted and is currently one of the number one trending topics around Thailand. Kevin Eagle says, is there a fine for ignoring red flags on beaches, or should there be? Kevin, I believe currently there are no fines if you ignore the red flags. If the lifeguard does notice you ignoring the red flags, they'll use their whistles, they'll ask you to come back, but a lot of people ignore the red flags. I've been to the Phuket beaches many times, and a lot excuse me. Yeah, I've been to Phuket beaches many times, and a lot of the people ignore the red flags. And they are strong swimmers. I'm sure they are. They're confident in themselves, but you just can't underestimate underwater currents. I mean, that's Mother Nature. You don't want to mess with that, no matter how good of a swimmer you are. Be safe, guys. Enjoy the ocean, enjoy the beach, but you don't have to prove anything to yourself or to anyone. Don't mess with the sea. That's all I'm gonna say. Should there be a fine? Kevin, maybe. I think there should be strong regulations against it. So if people do abuse it, if they got a strong fine, I bet they'll never do it again. So that's a good comment. Thank you for that. Marklin J, have you lost someone to the ocean? No, I have not, but I have had people, my friends who've almost drowned, and yeah, I've let them had a piece of their mind. So it is a bit of a sensitive topic for me. I grew up on an island, and I have had some friends who've almost lost their lives because, I'm just talking about my friends. They were being stupid. They ignored the red flags. They were strong swimmers, and they were just fooling around like you do when you're young, or when you're having fun. Sometimes you just fool around and you don't pay attention, and you end up doing stupid stuff. And unfortunately, one of my friends almost drowned, and because of that, luckily he survived. And after he did survive, I let him know what an idiot he is, and hoped he would never do it again. And I would just say the same thing to everyone else, guys. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, what's the point of ignoring red flags in an ocean and going that deep? Like, for what? What are you trying to prove? Just enjoy the beach, enjoy the suntan, have fun, play beach volleyball, stay within the parameters. There's a time to be brave, and there's a time to be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Here we go. Schnuckle Bear says, I just drank milk that is expired yesterday. After I go for a run with my scissors in my pocket, I will swim the red flag. All right. I don't even know what that comment means, but sure. Do you? Shano Traveler says, which Bangkok tourist zone has come back first, i.e. Khao San or Sukhumvit Road? Ooh. Shano Travel, I'll give you a contrast between the two. Khao San Road has always kind of managed to survive by itself. I think during the pandemic, it was very, it was very quiet. It didn't have a lot going on for itself. Most of the shops were closed, a lot of the small shops were closed, and that's the charm of Khao San. It's a bit more bagpacker type area, drinks in buckets. Now, Sukhumvit Road, let's say, for example, Soy 11 in Sukhumvit, that actually has a lot of upscale bars. It has a lot of clubs as well. So Soy 11 was a lot more popular because people can still go and enjoy dinner. They can still go have a nice meal out there with their friends, enjoy a couple of drinks. It's got more upscale bars. It's like a nice hangout spot. You can dress well. And Sukhumvit is just a generally very populated area. And I think the Sukhumvit Road area had always kind of done well to survive. So in that term, Sukhumvit area has done very well, and it's now back. I mean, it's now back to 100%. They even have, certain clubs where you can just buy joints and smoke in the open area. So Sukhumvit area is doing very well. Khao San's now just back to basics, isn't it? Khao San as well is now the green central, and Khao San is what it has always been, like the crazy young child of the family. Mackie says there's better ways to express yourself. Oh. Okay, okay. I'm not going to address that comment, guys. Let's try to be polite and respectful and nice to everyone, please, in the live chat. Dam1 says, it's often the innocent people helping the strong swimmer that end up in trouble, sadly. Very true, Dam1, very true. And, it's a difficult situation to be in. If you can, it's the monsoon season, it's red flags, you can see someone drowning, and even if you're not a strong swimmer yourself, if you actually see someone drowning or helpless and you feel like you can help somehow or the other, I think any decent human being would make that decision to help. And unfortunately, this doctor did, and he was unable to help himself as well. And it's a crazy situation. Like, Was he right to go? Would he be wrong if he didn't go? Would we be mourning his death if? Would we be mourning? I mean, it's just a strange situation. It's just very unfortunate. Franco7 says, good morning. Damn, I'm late. Franco, it's all good. It is late afternoon. And I wanted to test this theory. So normally on a Sunday morning, when I do go live at like 9 or 10 a.m., I have only about maybe 80 to 100 people watching. But I mean, as of right now, we've almost hit 150 people. So I wanted to ask you, do you prefer viewers a live stream that's more later on in the day? Do you like the 11 a.m. or noon time live stream? Let me know. Max says, can't help tsunamis. Mac can't help tsunamis. What? I don't know what that means. All right, hold on. Okay, I think a couple of people are having mini arguments with each other. Gentlemen, I'd like to give you this last warning. Let's behave ourselves. Let's enjoy the live stream, or I'm going to put you both on a timeout. So think about it and behave yourselves. Jay, you've got the bad boy thing going on. The ladies must dig it, says Neil. Have I got the bad boy thing going on? As much as I'd like to think I'm the bad boy, Neil, I'm not quite sure if I am, but I think women like bad boys, so good for me, I guess. But I'm very happy with my current situation, so thank you for that anyways. The Wu-Tang life, I don't respect... Huh? Okay. Lee says, have a great day. Oh, Lee, thank you very much. Ladies and Lee, thank you very much for your donation. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think this is my first ever donation on a Sunday weekend show. So thanks, really appreciate it. You are the first, Lee. You're the first. Really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day too. Shano Traveler says, 2:40 p.m. here. It's better later. Later is better. Okay, cool. Thanks for the comment, Shano, sorry. I think it's helpful to fix a fixed time for the live stream. KJ, you're right. So normally Monday to Friday, we do have a fixed time. It's 10 a.m. And normally on a Sunday, I do it around 10:30 or 11 a.m. And that's unfortunately because it is firstly a Sunday. So I do wake up an hour later than I usually do. And then it takes me about an hour just to check out what the current headlines are, what's going on around the world. Are we all burning and going to hell? And then I just quickly summarize whatever I have, come downstairs, clean up, come downstairs to this lounge area of the condominium and do the show live. So I will try my best to fix a time, let's say 11 a.m. on a Sunday, just 1 hour later than a weekday. And hopefully I can see you all at 11 a.m. Every Sunday. Dharma says, I'm easy on a Sunday time. I know you like your lay-in, Jay. Thank you very much, Dharma. Sunday's the only day I get for myself. And I share it with you, the viewers. Jay, you're not reading the context of the comments, so stop threatening people, says Mac. I'm not threatening anyone. I'm saying this is my live stream, and this is me talking to the camera to all the viewers, and you, along with other people, if you would like to have an argument, I would just suggest go somewhere else, because this is Sunday morning. We're all here to have a good time. So whoever's arguing, I'm just asking you politely to stop it. This is not a threat. A threat would mean to just ban you. I don't make threats. I would just do it. I don't care. If someone's being rude, regardless of the context or whatever, yeah. So I'm just letting you know now, politely. Please don't argue with each other. Please don't call yourselves names and this and that. Or I'm just going to put you on a timeout. That's it. You can watch the live show tomorrow. Here we go. KJ says, Joe, you could try doing a lunch live stream mukbang news. Ooh, so that's a great idea, KJ. Natty and Nan used to actually do a lunch live stream, a mukbang, and I think most of the viewers enjoyed it. So, but I don't know, is it is it attractive to watch someone eat? I've never understood the idea behind mukbangs. I mean, I never understood why they worked. But is it fun to watch someone eat while they talk? Personally, I find that a bit, you know, and I'm not sure how appealing that would look. Ooh, here we go. King Rage says, Jay, where in Thailand would you recommend to raise as a single parent? Raise a child as a single parent. I'd like to move there from the US next year. Ooh, what a question, King Rage. Where in Thailand would I recommend to raise a child? I tell you what, look, depending on if money's a concern for you or not, I mean, if money's not a concern, it could be anywhere, right? But I guess if you're asking me a recommendation, if it was me personally, I would love to do it in a place like, I would pick Chiang Mai, but most, like, you know, because of the crop burning, they have bad weather for a couple of months. My personal preference would be Chiang Mai, but I would say maybe something like Hua Hin, and I'll tell you why. I think the real estate market in Hua Hin is very good. You can buy a nice villa for 2 million, 3 million baht, like a really nice villa, you know, where you can live a luxurious life at an affordable price. I know 2 to 3 million baht is a lot of money. However, for what you get, the value for the money in 2 to 3 million baht, the house you can buy in the area is absolutely amazing. Hua Hin's a bit more quiet. It's got beaches. It's got a nice vibe. You know, it's like a holiday town. Most people who go there are very jolly. There's a good tourism feeling there. And if you'd like to make the trip to Bangkok and, you know, go do your business, go do your work, you can. You've got easy access to international schools for your kids. Also some local options. So personally, I think Hua Hin is currently a nice place to go and stay. It's got a little bit of everything, and it's not crazy expensive. It's not as expensive as Phuket and Samui, whereas you still get the nice beach holiday vibes. And yeah, you're just a ride away in either left or right to bigger cities if you'd like. Marky Mark says, what's the timing of your unfiltered show with Natty? Okay, Marky Mark, I'm going to tell you now. This new week, we're actually planning to do 2 videos. So the unfiltered, let's say Thursday, 2 p.m. Okay, Thursday, 2 p.m. we will do the unfiltered. But me and Natty, I'm going to ask Natty to take me to Lumpini Park. So I've never visited Lumpini Park. Yes, I know, I apologize for anyone who has. I've been told many times that I need to. So I was going to plan a trip with Natty to Lumpini Park, and she told me that there's a all-you-can-eat buffet for like 40 baht or something crazy like that. And I was like, okay, we've got to go immediately. So I think we're planning to go either on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and the video will come out on the weekend. So that's something for you to look forward to. What's Dean doing in Thailand? The trouble is there's always red flags on the beach. Yes, Dean, you're right. Certain parts of the beach, you know, because look, there's a reason they've got red flags. There are different underwater currents in different areas of the beaches. Like, they don't just put red flags out there because for the fun of it, you know? But what I mean is, still, I wouldn't go on and ignoring red flags, you know? It's just not worth it. Like, there's a lot more to life. You can enjoy a lot more things than being a rebel and ignoring red flags. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Franco7 says, time out sounds good for some people. Time to calm down, drink a coffee, and start again to enjoy the Sunday. Absolutely, Franco. Very well said. I hope you're having a good day, by the way. You're absolutely right. I think a timeout is necessary for some people because, yeah, life is good. Like, you don't need to ruin your mood and your day arguing with someone online. Like, life is good. Let's just enjoy the moment and live in it. Paddy Doyle eats all the time, says Paul Henry Henry. He does. I do enjoy watching Paddy Doyle. He's a cool guy. Why is Tim not doing a Saturday show? I thought he didn't leave till the end of the month, says James Patrick. Thank you for your comment, James Patrick. Tim is not doing the Saturday show because he's currently transitioning to the end of the month. he has not been doing the Saturday show, I think, for 2 weeks now. I'm not quite sure, but he's in a transition where, he's leaving the company, and naturally he'd have to stop doing the show anyways. So rather than just suddenly stop, it has been slowly transitioning into him not doing the shows. I think he is currently in Phuket. He's not even in the Bangkok office. He's currently in Phuket, and yeah, doing his job remotely from there. By choice. Can you fly there with Thai Viet Jet for 499 baht to Hua Hin? I don't think Hua Hin has an airport, Marklin. You need to go to Hua Hin by car. Ani Pema says, too much about your personality, boring. Well, I apologize for that, Ani. I completely understand and appreciate that my personality is not for everyone. So I would just suggest that perhaps you can join us for our live program tomorrow, which is a lot more newsy and, topic based. So you can join us there. You mentioned another show today. No, there's no other show today, dumb one. Shano says, Australian lifeguards trained the Thais at one point in Phuket. They do, yes, Shano. So, a lot of the times US Marines come and train the Marines in Thailand. Australian lifeguards, come and train the lifeguards in Thailand. However, I still feel like the lifeguards in Thailand are very underpaid. For a person whose job is to save lives, can you really put a price on that? Because you never need them until you need them, right? And it's easy to not appreciate the work that they do. But yeah, I feel like it should definitely be, it's a skilled labor, isn't it? It's a skilled job, saving someone's life. I mean, come on, they deserve a lot more money than what they get in Thailand. Mike B says, hey Jay. Hey Mike. Franco7, to all, what's your plans for Sunday? I think I will enjoy my Sunday sitting in a coffee shop in Terminal 21 and edit a new video. Good for you, Franco. My Sunday, I think I'm gonna go for a swim soon. However, it does look like it's going to rain in Bangkok. And then later I'm planning to have a road trip to Sira Shah just for a quick hour for a nice seafood dinner. Captain Kremen. Captain Kremen says, lots of Thais can't swim. I expect the lifeguards are going to err on the side of caution. Captain Kremen, you're right. A lot of, the older generation. So for example, my mom can't swim. And I think like the older generation, you'll find, most of my friends' moms and stuff, they can't really swim. Or dad for that matter. But what I mean to say is that, I think the newer, younger generation, people my age and younger, most of them can swim. So there's coming a change. And normally when you do hear about people, unfortunately, drowning in the sea, they're of a certain age. I believe this foreigner who passed away was 53 years old. PG Santa. Oh, thank you very much, PG Santa, for your donation. Is that the Hyso model's house? No, unfortunately, no, PG Santa. This is just the lounge room of the condominium that I live in. The Hyso model's house is never going to be shown. It's a secret. Marky Mark says, which YouTube channels do you watch on Thailand? Which YouTube channels do I watch on Thailand? Thank you for the comment, Mark. I don't actually watch a lot of YouTube channels on Thailand. I watch a host of other. I love watching TED Talk videos on YouTube. I love watching sports podcasts. I love watching sports news. So for me, YouTube is mainly that. And also I work on YouTube, right? So, majority of the day I'm working on YouTube for myself and for the Thaiger. So I'm already doing a lot on Thailand. And then in the little free time that I have, I kind of want to get away and, check out what's going on around the world, what's happening here, what's happening there, what's happening in the sports world. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't actually watch a lot on Thailand. But some of my favorite YouTubers include Paddy Doyle. I like Mark Waynes, of course, gotta support our Thai YouTubers. Who else do I watch? Yeah, that's about it, really. John Gee says, Jay, please do a segment on gender pay gap in Thailand compared, say, Australia, as it seems in Thailand the female seems the most work. Huh? Thailand, the female seems to most work there because it's a big problem in Australia. I'm sorry, John, I'm a bit confused with your question. The second part of it. Gender gap in Thailand. Well, I'd have to dive into the statistics and the details of the gender gap in Thailand. I think that's more applicable for the higher positions, obviously. But I think in Thaiger, we thankfully don't have really a gender gap. Lee says, will Tim or Nan do a cameo visit from time to time on the show? I don't see why not, Lee. I think both of them are currently, Nan is very busy. I see Nan all the time. Nan is a very busy girl. She's a very outgoing person. She, like I told you, she's a professional singer. She's a singing teacher. She's very into like her beauty products. So Nan is doing very well. You can rest assured. Tim, I haven't caught up with him yet, but I think he has his own plans as well. But yeah, surely, why? I don't see why not. Mackie. Oh. Dalma says, why so many flat screen TVs on the wall? Those are not flat screen TVs, they're just tiles, Dalma. It just gives the illusion of unnecessary flat screen TVs. We stay at Ao Yon Beach. It's safe, a bit boring, but surfing, but fantastic for just relaxing. Oh, thank you very much for the comment, Mackie. Ao Yon Beach. Yeah, it's a bit more of the quieter beach. Is Ao Yon Beach on the way to Panwa? I think that's, if I'm not wrong. Mark Lynn says, watch Franco 7's YouTube. Yes, Franco actually visited the office last week or 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I had a very nice meeting with Frank, and yeah, he took a little video. We did a short interview. So and he is also a fellow YouTuber. I definitely watch Franco 7. So if you would like to watch videos on Thailand, visit Franco 7's YouTube channel. Great guy, fun videos, very down to earth, and just an excellent person, part of the Thaiger family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. 160 people watching. If you have enjoyed the show, or if you are enjoying your Sunday, please click the like button. And as always, look, I'd just like to end with this comment. I think Mac or a couple of people, they were having a disagreement or an argument with each other. Guys, look, sometimes I might not understand the context, but I don't have, when I'm doing the live stream, I don't have time to understand the context, or all I see are two people arguing with each other and calling each other's names. I would just suggest, don't do that. Don't let anyone ruin your day. Have control of your life, enjoy the moment, and live your life. So, yeah, just live and let live, shall we? Oh, I've got one of my best friends, Zoe, still moving about in the live chat. Thank you, Zoe, for joining us live today on this quick weekend update. I hope you're having a good day. Always love support from a good friend. Mike B, if you had one place to live, where would it be? Got Samui? Are there a lot of power outages there? Says Mike B. Mike B, my place, my favorite destination would be Chiang Mai. Marky Mark, Jay, thanks for taking the time to chat on a Sunday. Marky Mark, Damien Jessa, oh, Damien Jessa, hello, it's been a while. Thaiger legend. Marky Mark, Jay, thank you as well, Marky Mark. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Franco. Thank you to all the members joining us, Lee. And thank you to all the viewers watching us live. We've been live for about 45 minutes. Thank you very much for taking your time on a Sunday to have a quick chat and this quick little update. I really do appreciate all of your support. Thank you to the donators as well. My first donations on a weekend update, yeah. Thank you very much. And you can catch me and Natty live tomorrow on Good Morning Thailand. Fixed time, 10 a.m., as well as Thailand News Today in the evening for more in-depth discussions and up-to-date headlines across Thailand. As for now, this is Jay signing out. I hope you have a great Sunday, and I hope your weekend's also been great. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye-bye.